Hi. The purpose of today's video is to demonstrate how to use a single-axis mecha in dual-axis applications and how to create a preset using only the mecha's buttons. We will use a single-axis MECHA E1-C1 with an NN MK3 and a Nadir adapter. Step 1. First step is to connect to mecha's Wi-Fi network. Step 2. Then, ask mecha to create a preset for a certain focal length by entering a URL like this in your browser address bar. 192.168.8.1/preset, b equals 1, f equals 30. The first part is mecha's static IP address. If you are connecting to mecha using a computer, then use your dynamic IP address. For example, 192.168.2.152. B equals 1 instructs mecha to assign the preset to button 1 on the C1 controller, or to the minus button if using the C2 controller. If the value of the B parameter is 2 or 3, mecha will assign the preset to either button 2 or 3 on the C1 controller. Similarly, if using a C2 controller, the preset will be assigned to the plus or menu button. The other parameter instructs mecha to create a preset for a 30mm lens, FF equivalent, f equals 30. Alternatively, you can provide the number of shots. For example, S equals 12 for 12 shots around. Access that URL by tapping Access or Go or pressing Enter. If you are prompted for a username and password, the default credentials are admin and mecha. The response from mecha is OK, displayed in the middle of the screen, indicating the preset has been created and assigned to button 1, as we are using a C1 controller. To create this type of preset, mecha uses some default settings, which we assume you haven't changed. For example, the default starting position of the upper rail is level. Step 3. Before launching this preset, we will ensure the upper rail of our panel head is level. Notice that we are using a single-axis MECHA E1-C1 with NN MK3 and a Nadir adapter, and only the panning axis of our panel head is automated. Therefore, we will rotate the upper rail manually to the level position. Let's launch the preset using button 1 and the right button on the controller to specify the direction of rotation. This is the first row, which mecha executes without your help as the panning axis is automated. But at the end of the first row, mecha pauses and displays information on its LEDs, the tilt angle, -42 degrees. It will continue to display this information until you manually tilt the upper rail and confirm this by pressing the right button on the controller. This is the row at -42 degrees. At the end of this row, MECHA pauses again and displays the next tilt angle on its LEDs, positive 42 degrees. Manually tilt the upper rail and confirm this by pressing the right button on the controller. This is the row at 42 degrees. MECHA now displays 90 degrees on its LEDs, which is the position for zenith shots. Position the upper rail, then confirm with the right button. First zenith shot, and the second zenith shot. The last information MECHA displays on its LEDs is minus 90 degrees, which indicates the position for nadir shots. Position the upper rail manually, as before, then confirm with the right button. First nadir shot, and the second nadir shot. There is still one more piece of information MECHA displays on its LEDs. A 0, suggesting that the upper rail be positioned level. This is the starting position. However, you can position it as you like now, as the preset is executed. If we access the row page, we can easily find this preset in the presets list. Let's load it and see the script MECHA generated and the preset settings. Notice the starting position is level, and there are 2 zenith and 2 nadir photos. As mentioned earlier, MECHA uses default settings when creating presets automatically. Some of these default settings can be changed on the configuration page. For example, camera orientation and preferred MSS pattern. The MSS stands for MECHA Simple Scripting and refers to preset scripts, which MECHA generates automatically in most cases. The preferred MSS pattern is SL, MDU, ZZ, NN by default. Any MSS script consists of 3 parts. The first part refers to the starting position, SL, start level, in our case, and the third indicates the number of zenith and nadir shots, ZZ, NN, representing 2 zenith and 2 nadir shots. MECHA will replace the middle part, MDU, with the computed script. This setting can be changed if necessary. For example, if you want start parked instead of start level, replace the first part with SP. A single zenith photo instead of 2, delete 1 Z. A single nadir photo instead of 2, delete 1 N. And the result is SP, MDU, Z, N. Save the new settings using the Apply button. If you create a preset using URL parameters now, ensure the upper rail is in the parked position. Those interested in automating the entire process of shooting panoramas can purchase our dedicated dual-axis controller, MECHA C2. Alternatively, an E1 rotator and C1 controller can be added to a setup like the one used in today's video to motorize the tilt axis for multi-row applications. And last but not least, the C1 remains the best companion for our R1 adjustable tilt head. Thank you for watching.